thinking the other day, I was driving with a friend of mine, some kids, coming back from seeing Ladysmith Black Mambazo, who are amazing. I think every South African should see them at least once.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Sure.
And I'll tell you the story, by the way. And he lives in Kempton Park in an area that's got an old age home, as part of the neighborhood, in a gated community. And they come out and they have walks. And I said to him, every time I come visit you, I see them, the older people, that come out and they have their walks, and, they've got the caregivers that walk them. It's a lovely old age home. I don't know what it's called now. Is it still old age home?
It's called a retirement home. Sometimes it's an old age home, but sometimes it's called a retirement village or a retirement village or a retirement estate. And
they're all white. And I wondered what happens to black people and our elders, because we know that in modern society, I know, my grandmother hates it when she has to come to the suburbs. She doesn't understand. She doesn't like it. What do we do with our elders? And is it still seen as taboo to take our parents and put them in an old age home or in a retirement village?
I think it depends on the... So basically it depends on the marital status of our parents, right? If your mother is a single woman, has been divorced, or she's a widow, a lot of times the things that we usually worry about is loneliness. And that people who are of more mature age die mostly of loneliness, right? They become lonely, and then things just don't work right, and then it's just mental disorders more than anything else. So what we do is that we become these people who say, I don't want my mother to be lonely, or I don't want my father to be lonely, so we bring them into our own home, right? And then as black people, we've been taught that we are community and communal in the way that we do things, so that we will look after then our parents until the point of death. However, what we don't talk about in the black community is the amount of strain that has on the family, the nuclear family, on the relationship, on the nuclear family. Because I want us to be real for a second. If your mother, Andile, bless her soul, right, is, let's say, 88 years old, and she comes and lives in your home and you've got your partner, your mom is going to have certain expectations about being mom,
100%.
right? And you are going to become son. Whereas you are husband to someone, you are partner, you are dad. So there is that automatic kind of disposition of mom is here.
Yeah.
Whereas now you have to be, no, dad is here and husband is here. And also I think we need to talk a little bit about
two centers of power.
Two centers of power, right? And what kind of boundaries do we set in the relationship? Because as much as it's all good and it's all love, and I'm all for us looking after families, but I'm not for us looking after families at the expense of the nuclear family. If my wife is going to suffer because my mother is in the house and my mother can't be in the house, it means that I must get my mother a caregiver. We must make sure we visit Gogo and the kids. The kids must go visit Gogo. The thing is that, again, you don't want marriages breaking because there's mom or because there's dad in the house. What's the point if mom is there and your marriage is on the rocks because there are two centers of power?
It's a difficult choice, this.
It's very difficult.
You're asking me to choose between you and my mom.
No, I'm asking you to choose your family, your immediate family.
Over my mother.
Your immediate family over your extended family. There's
so
something
my mother becomes extended.
Well, it's called leave and cleave. Then don't get married. It's leave and cleave. It's a very difficult.
There's no way in life
it's a difficult pill to
where my
swallow.
mom becomes extended.
Your nuclear family is your wife and your children. That's your nuclear family.
Yeah.
Your extended family is your siblings. It's your mom. It's your dad. It's your aunties, your uncles. That's called your extended family. They're not your nuclear family. They're your extended family.
I think the problem is these words, because all of this, the nuclear, extended. We don't have that.
But then we're also the same people who do not get married as much as white people do, or Indian people do, or colored people do.
Because you realize that if I'm the kind of guy that never leaves the nest, I can stay at my mother's house until we're both old people. And my mother will have absolutely no issues or challenges with it. I will be her son throughout.
Yeah, but then
and
you'll also be a boy throughout.
That's fine. But you're saying when it's my turn, if I'm sitting here and I have the possibility of bringing my mother in, I must choose. And yes, it puts a huge strain on us. It puts a huge strain on relationships because how do I tell my kid, hey, is there food for mama? Is there, you know what I mean? Because
right.
My mom is even more difficult. I'm building a house at the moment and I did what's called a granny flat, which is detached from the house, a cottage. She said, how?
And again, I'm a big supporter of cottages. Like, I love cottages.
My mom said, like, no, then don't do it for me.
No, but then again, we have to talk a little bit about, it has to be a conversation where we go back and say, Mama, if I'm with a woman and I'm with my woman and I'm with the kids in the house, I have to be dad, I have to be husband. When you are in the house as well all the time, I don't have a problem with family visiting. I think parents should visit. I think parents should spend time with us. I think we should go see mama. I think we should go see Gogo. I think we should spend time. But I also think we should go home. Because you're not just mama's baby. You're also my husband. You're also my partner.
So the bottom line for you is it's the best thing to do for us and for mama.
No, the bottom line is if it's going to cause tension in the house, put mama in a place where she can be safe, comfortable, have people that are her age, and visit mama. Go to mama. Let us know that every Friday or every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're with mama. Or every Friday and Saturday, we're with mama. And by the way, make sure that mommy has got a caregiver. Make sure that there's a nurse to help mama out so that mama's never feeling alone. But when mama comes into the home and mama causes a strain in your relationship, what is the point of bringing mama? If mama's going to cause friction, then don't get married.